안녕.
Wow.
So originally, I was gonna have this be a Twitter bracket face-off sort of thingy. But then I put this video off to prep for my cancer's exam, which I aced by the way. So sorry that this took a billion years to edit. So basically, I created a list of my favorite albums, and also got some input from you all. And now I'm gonna rank them in a tier ranking style, except without the tier rank, because that's a lot. These are the tiers I'll be using. I'm starting off with the albums I already know, so I can listen to the rest while editing this. Starting off with Soolji's 28 Reasons. Girly really went and popped off with this one. 28 Reasons took a few listens, but it's not coming off my playlist for months. Dead Man Runnin' was a bit of a strain to listen to, and I couldn't really get into it. Bad Boy, Sad Girl was great. She's on my playlist for the foreseeable future. Anywhere But Home made it onto the playlist as I was listening to the album for the video. I'm not sure how long it will last though. The ending to Anywhere But Home slayed. It was so calming. Not gonna lie, I kinda forgot about Los Angeles and Crown. Those two tracks were pretty and memorable, which is kinda my stance on the album as a whole. There wasn't much variety within the tracks, and they weren't stellar enough that I can get behind the concept of such a cohesive album. Which is why it's going in this tier, cause sadly, that's the case. Red Velvet's having a comeback really soon though, and I'm hoping Soolji can redeem herself with more group music. I think what they say here summarizes things nicely, although I still think the genres within this album were a bit limited. God, this era was so nostalgic, and I wasn't even an Adony at the time. Thank you to whoever recommended this album cause I never would have considered it. I love it so much though, I miss this a tease. Wave is a straight shot of nostalgia, it makes me so happy whenever it comes on shuffle. Like, Minji's little rap and illusion is so cute. Besides that, I don't care for the song that much though. And I've heard the TikTok sound of Utopia one too many times, unfortunately. Aurora is such a sweet song. But the album's real winner is Dancing Like Butterfly Wings. I love that song so much. I don't think I can describe. This album is the textbook entry for Summer Bop. Overall, I have to put the album here, but if I was ranking individually, Dancing Like Butterfly Wings is at the top. To the person who said that this was one of their comfort albums, I salute you, and drop some more recs in the comments. I love your taste.
Please settle one to scream.
This album is life goals. I mean, look at all the hearts on there. Scream deserves Song of the Year, argue with the wall. Scream was the bridge between their old and new music, and it's still refreshing to listen to, even 2 years later. Rock and EDM just work. This album should be the standard for genre diversity. You have heavy rock-inspired tracks like Tension and Scream, R&B ballads like Daybreak and Jazz Bar, electronic music within the Frozen, Halloween pop rock with Red Sun, and the best B-side of all time, Black or White. Seriously, Black or White has everything. If you like Louder Than Bombs by BTS, I suggest you listen to In the Frozen. I don't know how to explain it, but those songs belong together. I'm not so big on ballads, so Daybreak isn't my speed. But the album holds up well regardless. I also like how they included the fan song Full Moon and Seien's Solo Paradise. They didn't have to, but they did. This album made up most of my Spotify Wrapped last year, so it has to go in this category.
우리는 drop it like hot, hot, hot. 어제 I'm feeling so hot. 노래 버리 like hot, hot.
I'm forever gonna be cursing myself for prepping for my AP exams instead of listening to this masterpiece when it came out. Hot dominated my summer playlist this year, and I'm not complaining about their new sound. But I'm also not gonna lie and say that the B-sides weren't 1,000 times better. Does Darling count on this album? Cause it was its own release? I don't care, it was great. I streamed that song so hard when it dropped. Anyway, Don Quixote is a straight shot of nostalgia. This song is for feeling too much all at once, at 1 a.m. Kinda unrelated, but I learned about Don Quixote the book around the same time as when this came out. So bonus points, I guess. I associated March with the cowboy song, added it to my playlist and then proceeded to hit skip every time it came on. It's been months and I still haven't changed a thing. Which about sums up my thoughts on March perfectly. On a good day, this song is good, but it's not on my playlist and I have to seek it out if I want to listen to it. It's nostalgic, like Don Quixote, but has less of a punch, if that makes sense. But when it's good, it's really good. Shadow, my beloved. I love this song with every fiber of my being. You gotta understand. It's just so precious. And if you haven't yet, go look at a translation of the lyrics. They're so good. To be honest, I kinda forgot about the last 3 songs. I re-listened to them for the video, but they didn't exactly stick in my head. About You fits with the overall sound of the album, but it isn't my type of song. If You Leave is a mediocre ballad, at best, and I'm not a fan of most ballads. So I never really gave it much thought. For the life of me, I can't decide how I feel about Ash. It's just so. Somehow it feels the least 17 out of all the songs on the album. It might be the auto-tune I don't like. Cause tasteful auto-tune is great, but the auto-tune in Ash feels overused more than tasteful. Overall, Face the Sun is a very solid album that feels very cohesive while each song still remains unique.
I bring the pain like
By popular demand, Born Pink. I won't lie and say Pink Venom didn't go hard, but going hard isn't enough to make up for 2 years of hiatus. And it may just be the lack of the classic Teddy formula. Cause normally the first 2 choruses are in halftime and the final chorus is brought to full time to make it a party chorus. But the party chorus in Pink Venom remained in halftime, which made it feel super empty. It just wasn't worth 2 years of wait.
When we pull up, you know it's a shutdown. Shutdown.
Rest in peace to Paganini's La Campanella. Finish the phrase at least. Musician talk aside, Queens killed it. They should do more of this. Classical music x pop is slept on, no thanks. Obviously do the classical pieces justice, but go for it please, I beg. Type of Girl was the sound I was expecting from them. Personally, it didn't stick with me, but it wasn't half bad. Yeah, was so good, I love it dearly. It sounds like I've heard it before, but in the best way possible. Hard to Love would be good without the instrumental. The girls sound so good, but I can't get past the background music. Gotta pass on that one, sadly. Slow songs. My frail self wasn't built to listen to them. An apology goes out to Happy's Girl and every other slow song to ever exist. Tally was on my playlist for months. For a while that was the only song off the album I truly enjoyed. I took it off my playlist in my most recent purge, but it might be back in a week or 2. Ready for Love is there. I'm kinda mad at YG for putting that on the album instead of giving us more music. But it could be worse, I guess. I cried putting Born Pink this low cause girlies are so much better than this, but YG really did them dirty with this one. A part 2 coming very soon, because this took a week longer than expected to edit and I got way more album recommendations than I thought I would. A very big thank you to everyone who gave me some albums to rank. And I am very platonically kissing the Anon who wrote this on the lips. Have a lovely day, and remember to take a break and drink water if you haven't already.